U.S. Ambassador Bruce Heyman was in Oakville today as part of his Canada-wide tour.
I'm in town here today because I have not been here yet. And so this is a center of entrepreneurship, of business growth, of innovation and creativity, and it's been on my short list to try to get to. And I actually told the Consul General when I was traveling, I had the benefit of being in the Niagara region in the last couple of days, and I said we have to stop, and so build it in our schedule. This is, I've traveled the country, 9 provinces, 3 territories, sea to sea to sea. And I've met with community leaders, business leaders, from small towns to large cities, and it was important that I'm here.
This gave local business leaders the opportunity to sit down and discuss the market between Canada and the U.S.
Well, I wanted to be able to have frank conversations with business leaders about the challenges that they're facing with the U.S. relationship, or at the border, or with trade, and then what the opportunities are, and what can we do to increase trade and increase business on a cross-border basis.
The Oakville Chamber of Commerce put the event together and got local businesses around the table to discuss their plans and discuss what the future might look like. And it seems that all talks were positive.
We do a tremendous amount of trade. There's a tremendous amount of infrastructure that goes on between the two countries, and a lot of the positives were actually accentuated today. But beyond that, Ambassador Heyman, one of his key goals while he's here in Canada is to reduce some of the impediments to trade, and whether that's people crossing the border or goods crossing the border.
And one of those areas for improvement that was discussed is, of course, border wait times and how Nexus cards are becoming more of a necessity for those traveling back and forth between the U.S. and Canada.
Yes, for sure. He made a good point. I was fascinated, frankly, to find out that apparently in Vancouver, 32 to 33% of the people crossing the border have a Nexus card, and that's only 13 to 15% here in Toronto. If we were able to get those numbers up to the same levels as in Vancouver, all people would get across the border that much quicker.
Canada and the U.S. in total have a $759 billion trading relationship of goods and services, and only look to grow that in the coming years. For Halton Insider, I'm Kristen Demeny.